Hello everyone, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm super excited to actually analyze this trailer with you guys. Super excited for this. Before we begin, go grab yourself a coffee or something to drink and let's begin this detailed analysis. So here we go. So beginning is the visuals. The visuals of this game are just amazing, just makes you want to play this game like so bad. The first Pokemon open world game we ever had, and it looks amazing. It seems like the top Pokemon game so far, to me, before I even play it, but that's what I feel we're gonna have. Now, the second thing we got here is the region name. Finally, we got the region name. After a couple of months, the region name is Paldea, which one is very cool, and second, it confirms all of the leaks, because we got a lot of the leaks that said Paldea is the region name, and now we know a lot of other leaks are actually confirmed. The third thing here is the riding mechanic. Finally, we have something fresh, riding mechanic, where we can use legendaries early on in the game. And that is actually huge. It changes a lot actually to the game. One, what this does is it gives you a lot of other possibilities to do with the legendaries, other than like the normal going to gym battles and then like battling the champion, then figuring out the story. You have a lot of other stories to do before even finishing the gym battles, and that's what my understanding from this trailer here, and I'm gonna get into that in detail like later on in this video. So there is that. Now when it comes to riding, the Pokemon, they can fly, they can surf, they can do all those things, and they seem to be point specific, meaning when you reach a certain point in the game, you'll be getting surf or fly or something like those kind of options in your vehicle. Now that also lets me come back to the trailer where we saw this big vehicle that we've seen, and that big vehicle seems to be like it's an evil team kind of vehicle, because like when you have a legendaries that are like this much looking like they're gonna be racing something, that could be the evil team's race, like you race with them. And that also gets me back to what happened in the trailer, where the narrator actually said that there will be 3 routes. One route is the gym, and the other route, or other 2 routes, they didn't really show it to us right now, but one of them could clearly see that flag, and that flag is like allocates with the vehicle, and that tells me that's an evil team thing. So that could probably be the scenario here, that you're gonna be like racing the evil team other than battling them. And then the third one could be requests or boss battles, since like we've seen in the first trailer, there seems to be a boss battle kind of thing. Now what's really interesting is that there is no order. Like you can either attempt your gym first, or like go to the other 2 options like first, like you can swap between them. And that's what I'm really confused about, like how can you do that? Will there be a level change? But like what that really tells me is that not all of the 3 will have battles. 1 or 2 of them will be leveled up, meaning that they have battles that you're gonna need to battle gyms, you're gonna need to battle boss. And the third one could probably be a racing mechanic, where you don't really have to necessarily acquire certain levels or leveling up your Pokemon in regards to that. So there is that. The second thing that I would look into here is the school. So when you look at the very beginning of the trailer, what happens is that you come to who appears to be like the principal of the school, and start talking about the treasure hunt. And that also tells you treasure hunt, well, like if we're doing a treasure hunt, why are we doing the like gym battles again? And that again tells you that like treasure hunt, it could have like different separate like goals for each thing. Like your legendaries will have a separate goal that you can actually account for and like face in the story early on. You don't have to wait to defeat the champion. You can actually face things first, but you will only probably use your legendary after the champion. Now when we look at characters are very interesting. So begin with, we have Professor Sada and Turo that we've spoke about in the first trailer, and those seem to be the one that will give you your legendary Pokemon. That's what I'm understanding here. Because the next character here that's called Jack is your biology classroom, but he's also a genius, and he seems like he will act like your professor too. So to me that seems like you're gonna get quests from different people, and I'm not sure who's gonna give you your starters. I don't think the Professor Sad and Tura are going to give you your starter. I think your classroom teacher probably is the one who will. But we need to confirm that when they send us like more trailers in the future. There is that. Then we have Nemona, which seems to be your like main rival in that like in the gym setting, because she seems like she's also going for a champion. You have Arvin, who's an upper class member of your like school, and he's good at cooking, health, etc. But he always needs help. So maybe you won't encounter him much when you're doing your gym battles, but maybe you encounter him with the evil team or boss battles or something like that. Then you have Penny, who's a shy rival of yours. You have Grusha, which is a he, by the way. A lot of people thought like that character is actually a female. It's actually a male, and he's a gym leader, and he used to be a professional snowboarder. Which again, snowboarder, like racing, it really gives you that racing kind of vibe to it. I really love the characters look cool. I still think there's a lot more characters in this game, and what's really interesting about this game too is that unlike Legend Arceus, where Legends Arceus focuses on, you only see like your city once, and then you go to the open world. But in this game, you're gonna have a lot to do with your city, and then you access open world here and there. So it seems to be like a much bigger game that we've ever been used to. Coming on the Pokemon, my boy, oh boy, I love the Pokemon, to be honest. I don't care what people think. First of all, CETITAN, that's my boy here, that's my boy. That whale is incredible, like really incredible. First, talk about competitive, man. First, an ice-type whale who has thick fat. Come on, like what that ability does is that it like halves your like damage that you take from fire type. So it's bulky, its attack is fierce, but also it has an ability that cuts fire damage by half. Something else, and look at Wooper too. Like come on, Wooper, the regional Wooper, is not only poison ground type, which we didn't see for Asia's after Nidoking and Nidoqueen, but on top of all that, it has water absorb, a ground type that has water absorb. Talk about competitive. Now Fidough, I know like a lot of people say that Fidough, they're like not really interested in it and those kind of things, but that fairy type Pokemon, actually I'm really interested in its description, because the description says it's firm but soft, but elastic, and it bulks up if like it's in danger or something like that. So to me that sounds like a Fantastic Four, Pokemon. I'm really excited to see its evolution. I hope they do not mess its evolution up. I hope they don't do that. But like, I really like the Pokemon that they introduced. I thought they're unique. They have their own character. The whale one is my boy. I like really love the design. Really cool. And even like the abilities for me, it's just a killer. It's like, speak about meta. It's like really cool. So there is that. And then we come to the multiplayer game, and that's a big one. When it comes to multiplayer here, it seems like you're going to enter like a circle portal there, and where you're gonna like meet up with your friends, maximum of 4. So your total, including you, will be 4. And you can catch Pokemon together, you can race together. And that's the thing, when they said race together, to me that tells me there will be a racing element in this game. So that's also cool. Can't really wait for that multiplayer mechanic to really expand on, because they're seemingly trying to really expand on it, and that's gonna be really big. But multiplayer is really easier in the open world, so they can do a lot with that. Then we come with gimmick. So what the gimmick is, it's basically what it does is it makes your Pokemon shiny like gems, and it boosts their type and boosts their attacks. Now, I'm gonna give you a very big example, good example with Sword and Shield. Think of it as Dynamax. So Dynamax makes any Pokemon grow big. The same thing with Terastal, or Terastal, whatever that is. It makes any Pokemon shine and boosts their typing and boosts their attack. Now, some Pokemon you can Gigantamax in Sword and Shield. The same thing here. Some Pokemon you can change their type. For example, when you do a pre-order purchase, they're gonna give you a Pikachu that has the flying Tera and basically can become a flying type. Not any Pikachu can do that, only a specific Pikachu. And same like what happens in Sword and Shield, where you go like to the raid battles to catch the Pokemon that can Gigantamax. The same thing here, you go to Tera Raid Battles, where you catch Pokemon that have a specific like Tera where they can like change their typing to a specific like rare Tera. Like for example, an Eevee that can change its typing to water. When regular Eevee will only have a normal typing, even when it like gets the gimmick or crystallizes. But like special Eevee can change water or like grass. It's like very specific to Pokemon, and so I'm sure they're gonna provide us with more information. But that's the gimmick here, and that's actually quite interesting because it spiced things up. Now I'm not sure if there's gonna be more gimmick into this because it seems like it's something that's a little bit more like wide. So I have a feeling there is something to do with future, past forms and stuff like that we will get introduced to. But yeah, like there's a lot about this game that I really like, a lot that I'm so hyped about. I just can't wait to see this game. Let me know in the comments below if you like really are hyped for this game that I am. If you like this video, drop us a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm really hyped for this, and let's go!